Right to the mic.
Like normal, but very articulate.
Yeah, my wife always says when I'm in the car and I get a phone call, she's like, "Why don't you stop yelling?" You're number one. Yeah, man. We're on it.
Good afternoon, sports fans. How's it going? This is Dude Jones with Sports Shooting Stars. We're in the building tonight at Northeastern Bobcats, going against tonight against Central York Panthers. Should be a very exciting game. It's a backyard brawl. Tonight, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker tonight, John Turpek of S3 Performance Training, one of our sponsors and a guy that's known around the neighborhood, working with athletes and things like that. So, we want to give him a quick shout out. How's it going, John?
It's going great, dude. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me. I'm filling in for the incomparable Todd Miller. He's doing some wrestling stuff tonight. I'm excited to see this matchup between Northeastern and Central. Like you said, these two schools basically are back-to-back, backyard brawl, like you said, fighting for the orange and the black tonight. Should be a very athletic and high-scoring event.
Yeah, these two teams, they know each other. I mean, this is always a highly anticipated game every year. They play each other at least twice a year, sometimes 3 times if they make it to the championship. And, the crowd is packed, the gym is packed, and, we're looking for a high-intensity game.
I agree. It looks like we're getting ready for the starting lineups pretty soon.
Also want to give a shout-out to our sponsors tonight. That's CR Property Group. You can check them out online, like them on Facebook, and also on their website, crpropertygroup.com. And also give your shout-out to your company, S3 Performance Training.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, S3 Performance Training, we've been around for about 5 years now, working with athletes of all ages, from 5 all the way up through college. Had a great opportunity to work with some of these Central boys for football and basketball over the years. So we're excited to see this matchup between both these teams today. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, because you know a couple guys out here. They actually go to your gym and you work out with them.
Yes, that's right. Well, I'm a little too old to work out with them, but I certainly put them through the paces, though. But,
right. We want to give a shout out to Todd Miller as well.
Yep.
He's announcing tonight Division I wrestling match. So that's a big thing for him, and we shared it on our page as well, Sports Shooting Stars. So big shout out to Todd. He's usually with us for every game, but tonight it's just me and you, John.
I got big shoes to fill, but I'm excited to hear how Todd does over there at Redline. It's United States Naval Academy against Lock Haven University. Second annual event over there, run by Redline and Arnie Fritzius and his crew. Last year was Arizona State versus Lock Haven, so it should be a good matchup tonight on the mat.
Wow, we got to check that out. Well, during halftime, we'll check that out.
There you go.
And also want to give a shout out to our IT, our producer, Clifton Kern of York City, and also our camera person, Belinda Morales. She's been working the camera. Again,
last year was Arizona
Belinda has
State
worked every game so far in the last 3 seasons, so a big shout out to her as well, because it takes a lot to get, follow the basketball and follow the football, so we really appreciate her as well.
Yeah, and I agree, and I appreciate all the work that your crew did when we sponsored some of the football games this fall. That's why we're back as a sponsor. You guys do a great job, and of course we're here to support the youth.
Yeah, no doubt. And also we want people to tune in online. Like us on Facebook, Sports Shooting Stars. You have any comments, questions, send us the scores around the league. We're always trying to be interactive with the fans. And, guys, tune in for a great game tonight. We're going to get off for a minute or two so they can do some introductions, and we'll be right back at it.
Sounds good.
banners and noisemakers are permitted. Any spectator by their actions or behavior interfering with this contest will be removed from the gymnasium. No flash photography, no food or drink is permitted in the gym. Fans and guests, an additional reminder that Northeastern campus is a tobacco-free environment. At this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's game features the visiting Central Panthers and your Northeastern Bobcats. The officials for tonight's game are Phil Miller, Mike Ebersole, and Reese Christie. And now for the starting lineups, the visitors from Central. Number 1, junior Taylor Wright Ball. Number 3, senior Trace Wider. Number 4, senior Dave Dynamite. Number 10, senior Evan Eisenhart. Number 11, junior Nolan Hart. Panthers are coached by Kevin Schuler, assisted by Alan Fry, Christian Wadman, Rick Mosley, and Gerald Westry. And now, for your Northeastern Bobcats, number 22, sophomore Devon Mallory. Number 10, junior David Hamilton. Number 4, senior Zach Sanderson. Number 2, senior Nate Wilson. And number 1, senior Quay Moore.
Yeah, John, tonight's matchup should be really interesting because Northeastern has Nate Wilson, who's a sharpshooter. He can pull up from anywhere on the court. You also have Quay Mulba, who's a very athletic and get up and down the field. Get up and down the court very fast. And they also have Zach Sanderson, who's also the quarterback for the football team.
Yes.
And these guys have been playing with each other for the last 3 to 4 years. And, you know, they're a high-powered team. They keep up with everyone. They have a big win this year so far against Hempfield, so they can put up some points.
Yeah, neither one of these teams is blessed with a lot of size, but both of them are very, very athletic. And to your point, Nate Wilson, who is an Ohio State recruit for volleyball, Mulba, Caden Hamilton, Zach Sanderson, a lot of athletes on the Northeastern side, and they're matched by the guys from Central. A lot of quality talent on the Central team. And
Central's a really deep team this year. They have Gabe Gillinger, who's also the senior who just jumped up for the ball. They have Trey Swaggart, Nolan Hubbs, Evan Eisenhart, and also Taylor Wright Ross. So these guys are very athletic as well.
And both teams are coached very well, so you're going to see some aggressive defense, a lot of ball movement.
And that's out of bounds. He took a step on the baseline there.
Yeah, that was Caden Hamilton. Just went a little too far, toes over the line, turns the ball over. And it'll be Taylor Wright Rawls bringing the ball up for the Panthers.
Evan Eisenhart with the cut.
One too many on the pass.
Quay Mobile with the push. Out to Karan Mowry. Nate Wilson.
Hamilton likes that baseline, missed it again.
Looks like there's a mismatch down there with Zach Sanderson and Nolan Hubbs.
Yeah, I see it.
And that's Karan Mowry with the 3 for Northeastern. Number 22, the sophomore.
Eisenhart takes a shot. Rebound by Hamilton. And Eisenhart with the board after the shot.
Taylor Wright Rawls pushing the ball up the court.
Oh, through the hands of Swigert. That'll be a turnover. Bobcat ball.
And sometimes these teams have to get the jitters out.
Absolutely.
It's early in the season, and these guys, as I always say, these guys know each other, so sometimes they have to get the jitters out.
Yeah, Northeastern came into the season, I think, ranked 9th in 5A. They have a loss or two, I believe. But like you said, it's not where you're ranked at the beginning of the season. What matters is where you're ranked at the end. So we'll see these schools keep working hard and get coached well.
Nate Wilson with the shot. Fading back, miss.
Geidinger with the board. Yeah, it was a little off balance on that one.
Quay Mobile with the push.
Hamilton gets his own board. Jump ball.
And Hamilton is doing a good job so far with being aggressive. That's his 3rd shot so far, and we only have 2 minutes into the game. So he's been very aggressive in getting to the board.
Absolutely. He's a good athlete.
Yeah, a lot of these athletes out here are 2-sport athletes. I mean, some play soccer, some play football, lacrosse, and, of course, basketball. Nolan Hubbs with the drive. And Evan Eisenhart stepped on the baseline, and he's out.
Looks like both teams are just feeling each other out right now.
Central's in a full court press, man-to-man. Nate Wilson versus Evan Eisenhart. Nate takes it. And that's 2 points for Nate Wilson.
That was a nice shot by Wilson to fight through that hand check. Good bucket. They're up 5-0. Nice drive by Rawls.
And that's where Taylor Wright Rawls is at his best, in the open court, getting the ball and going to the bucket.
Absolutely. Wilson, long range. Big board by Rawls. And a steal by Eisenhart. And they're going to slow it down, Dew.
Going to run the offense now, see what's open.
Swigert. Oh, Hubbs almost had the board. It's going to be out on Central. Bobcat ball.
We don't know if the fans can hear it, but it's always loud in this gym. I mean, the fans turn up and they really support their team, Northeastern, 100%.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned earlier, this is a huge rivalry. I mean, not only are these two teams right next to each other in the county, but between volleyball, football, basketball, these guys go at it every year, a couple times.
And that's a foul on number 4, Gabe Gillinger for Central York.
I thought that was a good foul. I like how he went up to contest that ball. You know, Hamilton's been getting that easy layup, several opportunities, so it was good for him to show some presence there on defense.
And we spoke earlier, Hamilton is attacking the bucket and making sure he gets contact or at least a good play on the ball. Checked in for Northeastern was Maurice Capot, number 15.
1 of 2 for Hamilton. Ooh, off-balance shot by Hubbs.
It's a nice drive by Hubbs. Backdoor cut, Eisenhart. Blocked by Nate Wilson. Hamilton brings the ball up the court, loses it. on the ground.
And they're going to give him the timeout on that call. That was a nice hustle by both teams.
Coach Eister with the timeout.
It's kind of tough to forecast in a game like this who you think is going to take over. Neither one of these teams has a necessary day in and day out, regular score. Obviously, Braden Richard last year was Central, was one of their top scorers. A couple years ago, Antonio Rizzuto from Northeastern. Neither one of those teams have that guy right now, or at least they're waiting for that person to step up and show a consistent presence. So, again, this should be one of those games where we see which kind of guy is going to step up and maybe be that leading scorer.
Absolutely. And again, Central is very deep. They can go 8-9 deep on their bench. And, they have a lot of guys that can put the ball up. So, they're a balanced scoring team right now. But I think the edge as far as star power may go towards Northeastern with Nate Wilson. That's a big three from
Karan
Mowry.
Absolutely.
Which brings the score to 9-2. Northeastern is up.
Central's got to settle in here and get a bucket. Swigert with the handle and the finish. Nice job. Assist by Hubbs.
Very nice assist. Great cut by Swigert. And Nolan Hubbs probably one of their best on-ball defensive players, so he's keeping Nate Wilson right now. I think that's a good matchup.
He's a quick athlete. Taylor Wright-Rawls knocks the ball out of bounds. Bobcats will retain possession.
Subs coming in, number 23, Austin Richards for Northeastern.
Looks like Wilson might have pushed off.
That's an offensive foul on Wilson. Don't normally see that call on shooters like that, but the referee saw a push-off.
Well, I think to your point, though, you talk about the stingy defense both these very athletic teams are going to play. Any advantage you can give yourself pushing off might happen a few times this game.
Central right now is off to a slow start. They got to get something going quickly.
Hubbs is hustling all over the place. Missed that bucket. He was blocked by the Bobcats.
And as we said before, that's Hubbs' type of game. He hustles
Absolutely.
up and down the court. He picks up 94 feet, and he stays on the ball the whole time.
Yeah, he was actually a pretty regular contributor last year as a sophomore in the varsity. Central still has their starting five in due.
Nate Wilson was short on that three. He looked like he wanted the foul.
He was looking for it, absolutely.
Took a little contact as he shot the three. Eisenhart with the drive.
I forced it.
Maurice Capel with the ball out to Nate Wilson.
Yeah, it looks like Swigert was out of bounds when he played defense there and knocked the ball out. So mobile inbound for the Bobcats.
And I'm predicting a low-scoring game because these guys, like I said before, know each other and they play great defense. Swigert with the drive, with the steal, and the 2 points.
Nice finish by Trey. Brings the score 9-6. I think you're right. We might not have a high-scoring affair here. It's all right. I like a little defense.
Yeah, defense is the name of the game.
Wright-Rawls tied him up. We got a foul called.
Checking in the game is Judah Toom and also Mitchell Saxton for Central.
Richards on the drive. Looks like we have a foul.
A foul on Swagger.
Yep.
Number 23, Austin Richards, shooting 3 shots at the free throw line.
Dude, do you know what record the Bobcats bring into this game?
They're 2-on-1 right now.
Okay. Dallastown was their only loss, if I'm correct.
Yeah, their only loss was from Dallastown.
Okay, and that's a good squad this year. Grossel's got those guys coached up. They should have a good year.
And their wins are against Hempfield and also Northern York.
Okay, it's 2 quality wins. Central comes into this 3-0, I believe, right? They beat on Tuesday. They beat Redline by 10. And they had a huge victory in their opening season tournament against Manheim Township.
Yep, beat Elizabethtown and Manheim Township. Good backdoor cut from Taylor Wright Rawls. Quay Mobile with the drive, kick out.
Judith Tome got a hand on the ball. Mobile inbound again for the Bobcats.
Tough shot from Quay Mobile.
Absolutely. Very athletic move.
Evan Eisenhart with the ball with the kick out. Central setting up their offense. Mitch Saxton with the ball.
Saxton's a shooter, but he takes the opportunity to drive. Another block for the Bobcats. All right, tied him up under the basket.
That was a jump ball, very close to a travel, because he came down with the ball, but they called jump ball on that call. Quay Mobile taking the ball out. Taylor Wright Rawls with the push.
Ooh. Capot. Nice defense. Judith Tome with the ball. It's going to slow it down to Wright Rawls. Smooth turnaround jumper there by Wright Rawls.
It looked like Taylor Wright Rawls is starting to get into his groove a little bit and getting his shot up.
Absolutely.
Karan Mallory with the ball, kick out. Quay Mobile. And he hits the 3 as the buzzer
right
sounds.
At the buzzer. Great finish by Mulba. Well, the student sections are certainly into the game, too.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Looks like Central's got a blackout, and looks like we have Jersey night over there for the Bobcat faithful. You talked about that deep bench for Central. Doesn't look like they go to it right away. Played almost at full quarter, first quarter with their starting 5.
Yep, ran with the starting 5 pretty much in the first quarter. They'll probably eventually get into the bench a little bit. Right now, he's keeping with his starting 5, and we'll see how that goes.
A couple kids I'm looking forward to seeing coming off the bench. You may know one of them. We'll save it for when he gets in.
There it is.
Yeah, 14-10 is definitely a low-scoring game. Let's see what both teams bring out in the second quarter.
And I just noticed for Northeastern, Andrew Broadbeck is not in the game. And he's one of their sharpshooters as well, number 24, Andrew Broadbeck. He puts up a lot of points. It looked like he's still in his traveling uniform. He may not be playing tonight because he's a starter.
Absolutely. I remember he had some daggers last year that he was dropping threes against Central. He may have been the leading scorer in the one game at Central last year. Saxton with a nice look. Guiding her with the finish.
Reese Capot with the ball, bringing it up. Nate Wilson looking for a shot. Karan Mallory for another three. Big block for Nolan Hubbs against Maurice Capot.
Wilson could shoot anywhere in the court. And he gets the foul. Let's see who this is called on. They're calling that on Judah Tome. I believe that's his first. Looks like Hamilton's back in the game for the Bobcats. And Central has the lineup in that they finished the first quarter with, including Judah Tome and Saxton. Oh, Hubbs, one too many moves.
Quay Mulba checking back in. Coming out is Karan Mallory for Northeastern.
And Zach Sanderson's in the game again.
Quay Mulba's called for the walk, for the travel.
Same move that Hubbs tried just a little bit earlier.
And we can see the refs tonight are not playing that.
Absolutely.
They see any steps, they're calling it right from the gate.
Yeah, I think they know in a heated rivalry like this, they need to keep control in the game, let things play out. Probably let them play the last quarter a little bit more.
And one from Taylor Wright Rawls.
Now, it looks like he's waving off the bucket. All right, so Hubbs is going to inbound for the Panthers. They did wave off the bucket by Wright Rawls. Foul occurred prior to the act of shooting.
Hubbs with the drive. 2 points. Score is now 15-14. Northeastern's up by 1 point.
Hamilton, guiding her on the ball.
Great dive on the ground between both players.
Possession will stay with the Bobcats. Eisenhart checks in for the Panthers. Wright Rawls is out. And Wilson's going to inbounds to Sanderson.
Poe with the drive.
That's good defense by Tome. Capot pushed that a little bit too much, stepped out of bounds.
Nolan Hubbs setting up the offense.
Hubbs couldn't get it to drop. It was an athletic move. Doubling the ball.
Nate Wilson with the pick and roll. That's another good drive by Hamilton.
Absolutely. He's slippery underneath the basket. A little miscommunication there on that pass by Hubbs and Tome.
Checking back into the game is Trey Swaggart and also number 14, Karan Brown.
There he is, number 14. Am I allowed to give a shout out to number 14?
You can give a shout out if
your
you like.
son? All right. I remember watching him last year in a JV game. I showed up for the last 10 minutes, and I think he had 3 steals.
Against Northeastern.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember that game.
And that was right when his AAU coach was telling me, hey, watch this. He's going to have a few steals. He averages 5 a game. I think he had 3 in like 3 minutes, as well as a couple buckets. So let's see what Karan brings to the table. Wilson pops.
And Wilson is a big-time three-point shooter.
Yeah.
You got to expect he's going to put up at least 5 to 6 threes a game.
Absolutely. Geidinger looks to answer. Oh, Swigert had it. Here comes the Bobcats, slowing it down. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul on Geidinger. Obviously, he does not agree with that.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, but right now, Northeastern has their biggest lead with 6 points.
Yeah, and like you were talking about with Nate Wilson, he's not a guy that you want to let get real hot from, especially beyond the three-point arc. I remember as a freshman, it may have been in the county championship game, that guy was on fire. So
he was.
Now he's a seasoned veteran, certainly not somebody you want to let stroking the ball too much from behind that arc without any pressure. Hamilton again from under the bucket. Wow.
And Central's reeling right now a little bit. They need to get themselves together and get their composure and go out there and play some good basketball.
Yeah, Coach Sheeler's getting ready to make a sub.
And that foul was on Trey Swigert, so he's coming back out the game.
Yeah, that's his second foul, I believe.
Yeah. And he's one of the starters, so you want to keep him for the duration of the game. So that's a good move by taking him out the game for the time being.
And that's where the deep bench comes in, I think, that you talked about for Central. Even though you lose the senior leadership of Swigert, you can bring in a stud like Wright Rawls, and he can contribute offensively and defensively. It's a good look by Brown. Eisenhardt.
Tough move.
Strong. I'll get a little plug in here, dude. That's what the S3 performance training program will do for you. Get the guards underneath the baskets, and they can go up there with the big boys.
That's right. Shout out to S3 Performance Training.
And my man Eric Brewer over there at CR Property Group and Integrity Home Buyers.
Yes, sir.
Saw him this morning at 6:30.
Maurice Capot with the rebound, brings the ball down the court. Northeastern holds.
Looks like they got to reach in on Brown. And that'll put Hamilton at the line for a 1-and-1.
Northeastern maintains their 7-point lead, 23-16 in the second quarter, with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the game in the first half.
Caden had an older brother that played here a couple years ago, DJ Hamilton. He's a good athlete. He's actually now on a Division I track scholarship at Mount St. Mary's.
A good soccer player as well, I believe.
Absolutely, yes. Bo Prabula checks in for the Panthers for the first time. Rawls' shot looked like it was a little bit contested. And a nice steal. Good defensive play by Hubbs. Oh. And they got Wright Rawls in the walk there.
He got caught up in the air a bit with his guys running down there and came down with the ball, and they called a travel.
Yeah, I think he saw Hubbs cutting to the hoop and second-guessed his pass when he saw the defense collapse.
And again, Central hasn't gotten to their groove yet, and really neither has Northeastern, so they got to keep this game close if they want to win the game, Central.
Hubbs outlet to Eisenhardt. It pops. Mulba skies for the rebound. Looks like the referees are going to confer.
And that's a charge.
So what I'm not seeing from Central yet, and this is my first game watching this year, is the three-point presence that they almost always have. Over the years, they've had a guy or two that could just pop it, much like Wilson can for the Bobcats. Still waiting for that guy to show up here for the Panthers.
Yeah, Central's a big-time three-point shooting team as well, so they haven't gotten to that groove yet as well. At least not yet.
Brown goes up strong.
That was a good block by Quay Moba, who's a big-time flyer. He can jump out the gym.
Yeah. Speaking of which, hopefully we see a dunk or two tonight.
That's always exciting. I'm always looking forward to that.
Worth the price of admission. So, Duke, can you talk a little bit about some of the other games coming up on the schedule? I believe you guys have, upwards of 6 or 7 games scheduled.
Yeah, we got about 8 games on our schedule this year. We got some games with York Suburban.
Yeah, York Suburban, Gettysburg. That's going to be a good matchup. That was a great football matchup, obviously. And by the way, Suburban looks strong as well.
Yeah, Suburban, they're coming on real strong this year. I got the list right here. Give me 1 second. I'll check it out. Yeah, we have York High versus Milton Hershey.
Nice.
That's a game that we're doing on Monday. We also have York High versus Central York, which is going to be on Tuesday, so that'll be a back-to-back game. And then you got to look out for York Suburban versus Gettysburg, West York versus Gettysburg, then York Suburban versus Redline, then New Oxford and Central York, and then Kennerdale versus York Suburban.
That's a great lineup of games, Stu.
Well, we like to feature marquee matchups, so we believe that's one of the top teams in the county right now. And that was a three-pointer by number 14, Karan Brown.
That was a beautiful shot. Good ball movement. He was able to set his feet. Easy shot for Brown.
Good kick out from Bo Perbulo.
Perbulo on the steal. Good defense by Malba. Perbula's a flyer. I was kind of hoping for our first dunk of the night, but it was a nice defense there by Malba.
Coming back in is Judah Toon for Karan Brown.
Hubbs kicks out. Perbula, nice arc. Drains.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
From Bo Perbula, who also has some Division I offers for football.
He does.
Yep, already has scholarship offered to him.
Sacred Heart, Temple. I know a bunch of other schools are looking at him. He's only a sophomore, of course.
Big-time player.
His brother just finished his freshman season over at Delaware. That's a good decision to slow it down. We're under a minute here, and the game's at 25-22. Bobcats, narrow lead. Rawls off the front of the rim.
Rebound by Nate Wilson. Out to Quay Moba as he pushes the ball up with less than 36 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch for Hamilton.
Central's starting to chip into this lead a little bit. Maurice on a drive.
Oh.
They got Taylor Wright Rawls with a goaltending for grabbing onto the rim. And that's automatically 2 points for Northeastern.
Coach Sheeler's going to make a quick sub, bringing in the senior leadership of Eisenhart here, probably for the last shot. We're at 20 seconds in the first half.
Tough move.
That's a savvy play by Eisenhart.
2 seconds left to go.
Oh,
Close, but no cigar.
Karan Mallory keeping it exciting here in the first half.
Now the back and forth affair, as we said before, 27-24. Northeastern is up by 3 points over Central York.
I think that's what we expect to do. I mean, these teams are very similar athletically. Again, not a lot of height. Going to play great defense. Northeastern's showing a little bit more of a propensity to hit that three-point shot. So, again, hopefully Central can match that in the second half and keep this an exciting game.
And you kind of expect that as well with Northeastern holding down their home court. They're going to come out fired up and with a lot of intensity.
Absolutely.
So, they did what they had to do in the first half. Central has to match that if they want to win this game.
I agree. And I think they will. Both teams are well coached. Looking forward to the second half.
Also want to tell the fans to, give us some score updates from around the league, and we'll post it. We'll talk about it live on air. And for right now, we're going to take a chill pill for the halftime, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Sounds good. Thanks, Stu.
Start the second half of this backyard brawl between Central York versus Northeastern Bobcats. Should be a very interesting one, John. These next two quarters are going to pretty much tell us who's going to win this game.
Yeah, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in the locker room with the Panthers. Obviously, there's some good things that Coach Sheeler probably saw, and then some things that he'd like to improve on. The one thing that I see is that I'm not seeing a three-point presence right now from the Panthers. Somebody's going to have to step up. Unfortunately for the Bobcats, but Broadbeck's out with that ankle injury for this game. He would have provided a lot more firepower for the Bobcats. So Central's going to need to step it up right now against the five guys that Northeastern's putting on the floor.
Yeah, we also want to make a mention about that. We said earlier, but we didn't see Andrew Broadbeck in the game, and we got some information that he had an ankle injury after the Downtown game, and it kept him out of this contest tonight.
Yeah, and he's a kid that has been playing since his freshman year on varsity, so he's definitely a valuable asset. I'm sure they miss him. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
That was a good drive and putback from Evan Eisenhart.
Yeah, nice tip by Eisenhart.
Karan Mallory bring the ball up the court, guarded by Taylor Wright Rawls. Ball in Hamilton's hands. Kicks out. Mallory.
Malba. And Hamilton. That was a nice board by Hamilton.
And Caden Hamilton continues to put up buckets for Northeastern. You slow Hamilton down this game, you have a good chance of winning.
Well, yeah, and if the scoreboard's right, he's the leading scorer in the game right now at 10 points. He's been everywhere on offense and defense. Malba up strong and one.
And that foul was against Nolan Hubbs, number 11 for Central York.
Actually, it looks like they're calling it on number 4. And that would be his third foul. That's on Geidinger.
Oh, that foul was on Gabe Gottinger.
Yeah, they put it up on the board with Gabe, so that's his third foul.
And coming into the game is Judah Toom for Gabe Gottinger, giving him a rest.
Well,
don't want him in foul trouble as they enter the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's an important player, a senior leader. Obviously, his father has NBA ties. Played for a couple years with the Bucks,
and also with the Cavs.
Yeah, that's correct. I stand correct. I think it was both years with the Cavs. Well, we're going to test that deep bench you talked about, Du. Hubbs with the defense on Hamilton. Wow, looks like Hamilton took a hand in the eye. No foul called. All right, Eisenhower will bring the ball up for the Panthers. Swigert's back in to Rawls. Just not hitting him yet. Hubbs with the steal.
Swigert pushes.
Swigert got to look behind. Finds Rawls. He went up strong on that.
He definitely did with his left hand.
Absolutely. Oh, Swigert not happy about that call. Looks like Hamilton just lost the handle, went out of bounds. Or no, my apologies. Looks like it tipped off the Swigert. Wilson will inbound.
Nate Wilson with the ball.
Yeah, got to contest that shot. Nice defense by Eisenhardt.
Northeastern's doing a good job showing patience. And that takes Nate Wilson to the line, shooting 2.
That's going to be 3 on Swigert now.
We also want to thank all the fans for tuning in and watching the game. And we had some of the fans in the crowd said that some of their family is watching from Scranton and other parts of Pennsylvania. So that's what we do it for. We want to give these kids a bigger platform to showcase their skills.
Yeah, and this is fun, dude. And this is one of the reasons that I work with you guys as a sponsor. I mean, the things that you guys are bringing back to the community, allowing former Central and Northeastern graduates to be able to view this game worldwide, for that matter, either on YouTube or White Rose Community TV. So you guys are doing great things here, and it's really great to hear that some folks are watching us from far away today.
Yeah, I really appreciate that because, we want to show, like I said, showcase these kids and show what they can really do. Big three-pointer from Judah Toon.
Yeah, he had all day. Defense didn't adjust at all.
And we talked about that three-point shot being open.
Wilson looking to answer. A little short. Toon with the rebound. Hubbs, nice touch pass.
Big block.
Shiloh Johnson up on that ball. No foul called.
That was a big block from Quay Mulba.
It's our first view at Shiloh Johnson. Tallest player on the Central roster right now. It's 6'6". He's a junior. I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table here. Maybe some rebounds, maybe some block shots. Hubbs with the blocking foul.
Yeah, you need that big body down in the middle to kind of slow the guards down from getting straight to the bucket.
Yeah, as much as Northeastern's penetrating right now, it's probably a good call by Sheeler.
Right. And Northeastern's doing a great job knocking down their shots so far in the game.
Yeah, Maurice Capot with that shot there. It was a smooth stroke, again, uncontested. Well, the ball went in the hoop, but it looks like the officials are going to call it off the backboard.
When the ball rolls on the top of the backboard, they consider that
out of bounds.
Out of bounds, right?
Yeah. So that no bucket there. Panthers still down by 6. About 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Austin Richards back in for the Bobcats. Wilson feeling it.
And Wilson's starting to pick his spots on the court. He's a big-time three-point shooter. He likes to hover around that three-point line and shoot that shot off a screen.
Yeah, he's definitely not shy in taking that. I mean, he's a confident kid, obviously a great athlete. As we mentioned earlier, he's going to be going to Ohio State on a volleyball scholarship, following in his father's footsteps. Dude, I think that was a good timeout by Sheeler. I mean, down by 9, Wilson just hitting that 3. I think he wants the kids to bring a little bit of the composure back in.
Yeah, well, Wilson hitting that 3, he's their go-to guy, so he can get the crowd really fired up. So that's a great timeout from Coach Sheeler to slow down the momentum that Northeastern's starting to take on.
Yeah, and they've got a quick lineup in right now. Looks like, 4 guards. You could argue 5 guards with Wilson as a shooter.
Soft touch from Evan Eisenhart down in the paint.
Strong move amongst the trees there. Good rebound by Eisenhart.
It's very close to being a 3-second call, but he didn't get it.
A little too much hands there by Eisenhart. He'll pick up his second foul. That was a smart play by Hubbs. He opted not to touch the ball, let it roll out of bounds. Northeastern touched it, Central ball. Saxton coming in, Wright Rawls coming out for the Panthers.
And Evan Eisenhart's a rhythm player. He makes one, he shoots another.
Same with Saxton. That was a nice rebound early on by Shiloh Johnson. Just weren't able to convert for the Panthers. Could be a quickness mismatch here. Good help defense by Johnson. Saxton skying for the rebound. Thought Tome should have taken that shot. Hubbs cleans it up, though. It's a good play by the Panthers.
And Coach Eister as well takes a timeout so Central doesn't build this momentum going into the fourth quarter. Score is now 40-35. Northeastern's up by 5 points over Central York with 1 minute and 29 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Northeastern's basketball team. What I'm gathering, though, is that their bench is not quite as deep. So I think what Eister's doing here, obviously, take the timeout, is cut the momentum. He's still got a 5-point lead. Let those top 5-6 guys rest, so he can rotate them through, for the remainder of the game. Karan Mallory with the ball.
Is that open three again?
Wide open shot. Oh, Saxton had it. Just got out hustled by Wilson, but then he turned it over. It's nice defense by the Panthers.
Checking in the game is Hamilton, number 10 for Northeastern.
Yeah, it looks like they're back to their starting 5. Finish out this third quarter.
And both teams been trading points. They had to work a little bit more on their defense and getting some stops.
Speaking of defense, a couple of steals.
Big play from Nolan Hubbs. The steal, layup, and the and one.
Yeah, I love that layup. Cradled the ball, body to body.
Being very aggressive out there, Nolan Hubbs. And that's what he brings to this team is aggressiveness and toughness.
And he cuts the lead to 2, Dew. We're under a minute.
Now this is as close as it's been since the first quarter.
Absolutely. Let's see who can finish the third quarter here with a little momentum to carry into the end of the game. Ooh,
that's a goaltend on Quay Mubba, and that's 2 points for Nolan Hubbs, and that ties this game up 40-40 with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Hubbs' offense and defense single-handedly has taken the game over in the last minute and a half. That's a huge spark. Coach wants a little more size in. He brings in Prabula
6'2", Bo Perbula, 6'2" sophomore.
Looks like they're going to press. I thought their feet got tangled up, but the official sees otherwise. They're going to call that foul on Perbula. Tripping foul. Capo inbounds to Mulba. Perbula outlet to Saxton. Oh, he wasn't ready for it.
Took his eyes off the ball for a split second.
We're tied up, and that could have taken the lead for Central. That would have been their first lead of this entire game, if I'm correct, Dew. Wasted opportunity. Let's see what the Bobcats can do here in the last 12 seconds.
13 seconds ago, well, 8 seconds ago in the third quarter. Maurice Capo with the ball, gets Bo Perbula. He loses it.
Yeah, I think in that scramble they just lost track of the clock, but that was a nice steal by Perbula to end the third period. We're tied up. New ball game.
New ball game, 40-40 going into the fourth quarter. And even the JV game right before this went to the last 2 seconds of the game with Northeastern JV winning by 1 point at the free throw line.
Yeah, that was a fantastic game. It's a great crowd here, Dew. I mean, other than being in Northeastern, I'm not really sure this is a home crowd. I think it's pretty evenly distributed amongst Central York and Northeastern fans. Student sections look about even in size. Cheerleaders are doing a great job. It'll be an exciting fourth quarter.
It definitely is. We also want to tell, mention to the fans, thanks for tuning in, and also about S3 Performance Training. Where are you guys located at? And tell us a little bit about S3 Performance Training.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Dew. We occupy some space in the Heritage Hills Athletic Arena. Turf is very important to us. We do a lot of speed and agility. We also do a lot of college-style strength and conditioning. We've been working with a lot of great athletes. Like I mentioned, a lot of these Central kids. We had Northeastern kids in our program. Pretty much every major school district in the county. We've been excited about our move, with the extra space. We're looking forward to having a great winter. We've got a lot of soccer kids and field hockey kids that just started with us.
And you also work with Ron Johnson, too, right?
Yeah, Ron's my partner. I saw him down there a little bit earlier. He loves basketball. His son's playing down at Flagler University.
Ron Johnson has some experience in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep, homegrown talent. York Catholic to Shippensburg to the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it looks like Northeastern draws first blood here. That was a great pass by Saxton to reach in on Capo.
Well, that reach in was actually, I believe, called on Hamilton, number 10.
Gotcha. You're right, his first foul.
That's his first foul.
Hey, I appreciate the shout out. I also want to make sure that your season-long sponsor, our good friend Eric Brewer at CR Property Groups and Integrity First Home Buyers, he's probably at home watching right now if his son doesn't have a game. So I know you guys appreciate the support he's given you over the years.
Yeah, for sure. CR Property Group has always did a great job with sponsoring some of our games. Well, sponsoring all our games pretty much the last season and also this season as well. Right now, he's over at York Suburban. They're going against Eastern. They're up right now. Last time I had the halftime score was 35-21. So that's where Eric's at right now.
Yeah, he did mention that this morning.
He has a boy over there playing. His son, Camden Brewer, starter for York Suburban.
Yeah, sophomore. He's doing a great job.
Also, their starting quarterback for the York Suburban team that went undefeated in the regular season.
Nice hustle by both teams. Looks like they're going to call a foul on Hamilton. Yeah, his second. He picks up his second foul in a matter of a minute. 7 minutes left, Dew. Geidinger's back in, off the bench with his 3 fouls. No sense in saving him. He's got 6 minutes left. Let's see what Gabe can contribute to the Panthers.
And I predict that Nolan Hubbs will probably come in the next minute or two for Judah Toom, and he'll probably and Coach Schiller probably use that lineup to finish the game. His starting 5.
I agree. That's a nice drive by Taylor Wright Rawls. Goes up strong, gets the foul. Two shots here will tie the game up. You called it. Here comes Hubbs.
That was good work from Judah Toom, the junior, number 15 for Central York.
Rawls short on both. Malba with a nice rebound. He's quick. Sanderson up high. Probably does not pose a threat up that high. Hey.
Central cannot allow a guy from the three-point line to get all the way to the bucket for a layup. I mean, they need some rim protection. I know Gabe Gollinger is in a little bit of foul trouble, but he has to be there for those blocks.
Yeah, and you saw what they did there. They used the big body of Sanderson on that pick. And Hamilton, smooth all night, just took it right to the hoop.
And that takes Hamilton to the line, shooting 2. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a 1-and-1.
Correct.
And the tempo of the game so far has been on Northeastern side. Central has to disrupt that and get a few stops and stop Northeastern from getting to the bucket. And this is a key time for Central because Nate Wilson's on the bench.
Absolutely. I'm sure they're ready to bring him in very shortly, probably around the 5-minute mark.
Yeah. Maybe even next dead ball. Good drive from Nolan Hubbs.
It might be a little early to start talking about player of the game, but there's certainly 1 or 2 players on each side that have drawn my attention.
Of course.
We'll see if they continue to do so in the last crucial 5 or 6 minutes here.
And we even mentioned to the fans, if you're watching the game, you see a player that you believe may be player of the game or have player of the game aspirations, please send a text to our Facebook page and let us know.
Hubbs answers Hamilton's free throws with 2 of his own. And now he's matched up on Hamilton.
Good box out from Nolan Hubbs.
With the rebound.
Eisenhart with the push.
That was an aggressive play by Eisenhart. Could have gone either way. They called the blocking foul on the Bobcats.
And that's a foul, number 22, Karan Mallory for Northeastern, sending Evan Eisenhart to the line shooting 2.
So you know, as a former ball player, now when the pressure's on, you're on the free throw line, student section's going to start yelling, and you want that senior leadership. Evan missed the front end of that.
And surprisingly, Northeastern's student body is actually kind of quiet. It might be a new strategy they're trying to do.
And you called it due. Dead ball. Here comes Wilson. And they're taking out Sanderson.
And they got to stay on Wilson like glue. He's going to hover around that three-point line looking for that big shot and to get to the bucket. They have to keep a man on him at all times.
Yeah, easier said than done, but I don't think you want Wilson or Hamilton beating you right now. They're obviously the key players in the game for the Bobcats.
And Wilson been a clutch player for a long time. He's a 4-year varsity player.
Big pickup by Wright Rawls. Bounce pass by Hubbs. And Swigert with the reach in.
Hull's been playing a perfect game so far, but that pass right there was a bit telegraphed. But, you know, he's a great defensive player. He'll get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, he had to go 25, 30 feet on that pass, and the defensive player for the Northeastern read it well.
Sending Karan
That's Mallory
Mallory to the line, shooting 2.
Closing in on 5 minutes, Stu. Eisenhart.
Big time shot by Eisenhart. That ties this game up 46-46 with 4 minutes, a little under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
That's the senior leadership you're looking for.
And Eisenhart's not scared to shoot.
Not at all. I've seen him put up over 30 in a game last year in a playoff game.
For sure. Looks like Northeastern's taking their time, trying to get the right shot.
Still waiting for Geidinger to show up here on offense. I think he's going to contribute maybe in late moments. Maybe a key rebound. Wilson. And one.
And that's what we talked about. He hovers around that three-point line. If he's not open for the first shot, he pump fakes and steps back and knocks it down. Big shot from Nate Wilson. This could potentially be a 4-point play.
Absolutely.
And it is. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go.
Eisenhart.
And Eisenhart returns, answers with a big three for himself.
And I think you mentioned he can be streaky at times, and looks like he's on right now. He's on fire. It's a 1-point game, folks. 50-49, just under 4 minutes.
Foul on Taylor Wright-Rawls against Nate Wilson, sending him back to the line. And he's a dead eye at the foul line.
He has been for sure. That's going to be 4 on Wright-Rawls. Again, this is where the bench is going to come in if Taylor gets a 5th foul. Plenty of time left at 3:53. Wilson nails it. Coach Sheeler brings in Prabula and Judah Tome and Swigert and Eisenhart out for the Panthers.
Giving Eisenhart a quick breather. No, Eisenhart's still in the game. My mistake.
Yeah, my bad. I meant Taylor Wright-Rawls because it's 4 fouls. That's who they took out. Oh, good hands. Coach Eister calls a timeout. Wants to keep those starters fresh with 3.5 minutes left in the game.
He's probably going to try to hold the ball as long as he can. Kind of, you know, rock Central to sleep a little bit, maybe get a back door, but they're not looking to put any points up initially. You're going to try to hold the ball until they get a great shot.
Yeah, I think because we talked about the benches, because their bench is not quite as deep, and obviously these guys are 3.5 quarters into a game more than that. Northeastern could be getting a little more tired, so these are very strategic timeouts by Eister. And then to your point, you know, he's probably going to want to work the ball around, you know, before taking any quick shots.
They'll probably try to get the ball. More than likely, they'll get the ball in Nate Wilson's hands, and, you know, they'll hold the ball as long as they can. If Central has to foul, they'll end up probably fouling Nate Wilson because they have the ball in his hands, and he's a dead eye at the free throw line.
Let's see if they face guard Wilson. Try to keep the ball out of his hands, like you said. Right now, Nate is the leading scorer. 17 points for the Bobcats, followed by Caden Hamilton at 14. Capo and Hubs matchup. Not really sure what kind of shot that was. That's a wasted possession.
And as you mentioned, John, Gabe Gullinger has to get into the offense a little bit more for them to win this game.
Yeah, he's too good of a player to not be contributing. I know he's had some great games. I know he's going to have a great season for Central. I'm still looking for him here in these last 3 minutes to make a contribution.
Great drive by Nolan Hubs.
Wilson tried the drive.
It's a 1-point game, 52-51, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Look for Wilson, kicks it out. That was a slick move there by Mulba.
Very nice footwork from Mulba to get that 2 points.
That's a key rebound there by Wilson. Geiger and Prabula go up for the block on the shot by Karan Mallory. Looks like they're calling that on Prabula. Saxton and Wright Rawls in for Prabula and Geidinger for the Panthers. Saxton has a reputation as a long ball three-point shooter. So let's see if he brings that to the table these last 2 minutes.
Should be interesting.
Good defense. And right back.
And that's a timeout from Quay Mulba. He jumped right back on the ball, called a quick timeout.
Yeah, that was a sharp play on his behalf. Got about a minute and a half left here, due. Northeastern's up by 4. Hey, Dew, in your opinion, in the Division I, which both these teams are in, who's the favorite, preseason favorite? We're in the season, of course, but who's the early season favorite going in?
I think the preseason favorite this year going in Division I may have been Central, but as you can see, it's anybody's game. It's anybody's championship this year between Central, York High, Northeastern,
New Oxford, and
Dallastown.
Yeah,
Dallastown is off to a really good start, a really hot start this year so far. So, I mean, it really is a toss-up. It's on any given night.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of parity in Division I, and we're going to see a lot of teams maybe splitting games, maybe winning at home, losing away, and we'll see what comes down to the county championship towards the end of the year, and of course district play. All right, Central's got a small, quick lineup on the floor. Clutch by Mallory.
That's a big shot by Karan Mallory. They've been using that baseline to get open. And one from Taylor Wright Rawls.
Wright Rawls with a little bit of magic. While he was losing his balance, drops in and one.
Northeastern been doing a great job all game of driving to the baseline and kicking it out the very last second for a three-point shot. That's been consistent since the first quarter. Hey,
they'll take their offense any way they can get it. Right now they still have a 5-point lead. Wright Rawls can cut that to 4 here with a free throw.
Rawls knocks it down. 3-point play.
We got a ball game, just over a minute left.
Both teams are in the bonus. So that means they'll be shooting 2 foul shots with each foul.
Oh, they left Wilson open on the pick. Judah recovers, Judah Tome. Hubbs tries to steal.
And you wonder if you want to foul at this point, being down by 4 points.
I know who you don't want to foul. Number 2, that's for sure.
46 seconds to go in the game. Northeastern's up 58-54.
That's a good timeout by Eister. I think it was Capo who may have had the ball. I don't think he really knew what he wanted to do with it, so better than wasting the possession, up by 4. Got to miss being in the student sections, Stu. It's been a few decades for me.
Oh, yeah, I bet, man. It looks like strategically, Coach Schiller is trying to do something with his team. He just subbed in Karan Brown, number 14, and also Bo Perbula. So I wonder what's the strategy he has going in his last 46 seconds of the game.
Well, Karan's a heck of a defensive player. Bo brings a little bit more size in at about 6'3".
And Karan Brown's a pretty solid free throw shooter as well.
Absolutely.
So maybe that may be a reason why he's coming in towards the last 46 seconds of the game. But Schiller has a plan, so we'll see how it works out.
You bet.
They may only be out there for about 15 seconds, so who knows? Key for Central is to not foul initially. I think that's... And I believe that's not a bad foul for Evan Eisenhart. Maurice Capo missed 2 free throws earlier in the game, so that may have been a good foul from Evan Eisenhart.
I agree. Yeah, and they had tight defense on Wilson and Hamilton, so... He stepped up.
Maurice proves me wrong.
Now come the subs like you're talking about. Getting a little bit more offensive firepower in.
And again, Central probably wants to get fouled as soon as they get the ball so they can go to the free throw line and stop the clock. Good shots from Maurice Capo. Knocks down 2 of them. They got to play with some urgency.
And a blocking foul there on Capo.
And that stops the clock and sends Nolan Hubbs to the line shooting 2.
Well, let's see what Nolan can do here, because from my perspective, Northeastern has definitely dominated the free throw line. I'm not keeping stats, but I'd say their percentage is a good bit higher. We'll see if Nolan can pull through here with a couple of shots and bring the score within, it's 6 right now, so he can close it to 4.
It's also been interesting to see Gabe Gullinger not in the game right now. Geidinger, I'm sorry.
All right, we got a 5-point game and a quick timeout.
Coach Schiller with a timeout. 5-point game with 32 seconds to go.
If you're coaching the Panthers here, dude, what are you doing? You coming out full court press? Try to cause a turnover?
Full court press. Try to cause a turnover. If they happen to get the ball in bounds and play, then I will say a quick foul. Just to stop the clock. It's a 2-possession game right now for Central.
And if I'm Northeastern, I want the ball, number 1, in Nate Wilson's hands. He's been rock solid from the free throw line. Number 2, in Caden Hamilton's hands. So let's see what they come out with on the inbounds here for the last 32 seconds of the game.
And kudos to Northeastern as well. They had a great game plan coming into the game tonight. They matched Central's intensity. They did a great job driving baseline and kicking the ball out for threes and also for open shots. I mean, they stuck to their game plan, and it's working for them so far.
Yeah, and if they pull out the victory, there's no reason to hit the panic button for Central. Like you said, this is the early season. These teams will meet again at least once, if not twice. And so now they got to look at each other. They see what everybody has.
Yep.
Obviously, Broadbeck's out for Northeastern, but Central's played against him before. So this is a good early season matchup.
And it doesn't matter the record. These teams play hard against each other. So, again, we expect this game to come down to the wire as it is. And as we said earlier, the JV game came down to the last 1 second.
Oh, steal attempt by Prabula, and Eisenhart fouls Capeau. That's probably the smart move because Capeau was pushing the ball back to Wilson.
And Capeau did a great job. Maurice Capeau did a great job knocking down his free throws the first time. So, I mean, a few seconds ago. So he probably still has that same rhythm, and we'll see.
And I apologize. I don't know all the names. Sometimes I hear Capo, sometimes I hear Capeau. So hopefully this young man who's having a great game won't take offense to it.
Yep. Well, I was told the name is Capeau. I said Capo before also, but it's Capeau.
I'll go with that.
And Coach Schiller for Central subs in his 3 starters.
All right, Capeau went 1 for 2 on that. 6-point deficit. Somebody's going to have to nail a 3. Eisenhart gives it a shot. Rebound, Hamilton.
And that play there, Eisenhart had shot a contested 3. But, you know, you're in the moment. But at the time, Mitchell Saxon was wide open on the wing for an open 3 as well.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
But Evans, their big-time player. I mean, he's a clutch player. He hits those type of shots.
He's their leader, absolutely.
Sending Quay Mulba to the line, shooting 2. And I can tell you right now, John, if Northeastern does pull this game out, this place is going to erupt. It's going to get loud, it's going to get boisterous, and it's going to erupt. You'll see it. It'll be an eventful time for sure.
I agree, and that's what's great about high school basketball. Competition, the camaraderie, guiding her. There he is, shows up, great 3.
And that's Gabe Geidinger's shot on the baseline there. He knocks it down on a consistent basis. This game, you didn't really see that, but I saw a few games of him early this year, and that's his go-to shot right there on the baseline.
We got 8.2 seconds left and down by 3 due. Feels like an NBA game. We're calling a timeout every couple seconds. That was a key shot by Geidinger, though. I'm having a good time interacting with the fans here as well, Du.
Oh, it's always a good time, especially when we're up close and personal with the fans as we are. Small gyms like Northeastern, York Suburban, I mean, we're right on top of the fans, and we're always interacting with them.
I'm a little jealous, so I didn't get a hot dog. I remember you got some hot dogs and some water at that York Suburban Gettysburg game, I believe. Of course, you were stuck in the cold on the visitor side of the field.
Yeah, they were hooking us up.
Yeah, no concessions here, at least not the guys walking around.
And again, Coach Schiller, has did a substitution where he brought in Karan Brown, Judah Toom, and Bo Prabula. And these are foul shooting guys, so I wonder what the plan is.
Yeah, Wilson inbound. Oh! Right before Karan Brown strips the ball away, they call the foul.
And again, as we said earlier, that's one of the main reasons why you brought some of them guys in there. They're quick, they're strong, they can get to the ball, but they didn't get the just results they wanted. And here Coach Schiller is again making a 4-man sub.
Yeah, he's bringing in some sharpshooters.
That's exactly what they wanted. They trapped in the corner and got a chance for a jump ball or a rip away, but the ref saw it otherwise and called a foul.
Yeah, the ref was behind the play, so I'm sure the Central fans don't agree with the call, but it's his call to make, and he made it. And all Central can hope for here is that he misses some free throws.
Got to give a lot of props to Karan Mallory, the sophomore. He's been playing big this game. He did a great job. He kept his composure. He's been doing a great job.
So now Central's going to work on the small things here, see what happens. They're down 4.
He may even miss this on purpose. No.
So let's see what they have for a big 3-point shot. Eisenhart waits for the ball. Up. Hubbs follows up in the rebound and gets fouled.
and with 0.9 seconds to go in the game, it'd be very, very difficult.
So what are your
Central.
thoughts? Yeah, I agree.
It's very difficult for Central to pull this out. Hard-fought game, but very difficult for them to pull this one out with 0.9 seconds on the clock.
Well, I'm new at this since I'm just filling in for Todd tonight. When do you guys start talking about player of the game? What are your thoughts?
Well, we start talking about player of the game. I mean, sometimes it's clear cut. But we start talking about it as soon as the game is over. It kind of hits you all at one time. Who was the main guy? And, this game right here, you had a great game from Hamilton in the first half. You had a really good game from Mallory in the second half. And also, Nate Wilson's also always your number one player for Northeastern. So,
well, you called it just like the scoreboard shows. Wilson has 17, Caden Hamilton 14, and Mallory 12. So they are the top three scorers for the Bobcats. A couple of good players on Central's team, but obviously if Northeastern pulls this out, most likely player of the game's got to be a Bobcat.
Yes, sir. And again, I got to give Coach Eister for Northeastern. He did a great job with his game plan coming into the game. They stuck to the script. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They got open shots. They got to the bucket. And, some of the guys from Central didn't have their best game. But, it's on any given Friday, anybody can win.
I agree. Or Tuesdays.
Taylor Wright Rawls is checking back into the game. And just the formalities right now.
Yeah, at best here we see a half-court shot, and that gets everybody excited, but it doesn't change the end result.
And it was, as we said earlier, that call down below with Karan Brown ripped the ball out, that pretty much broke the back with that foul. But now they have the opportunity to ice it. And Maurice Capote did a great job at hitting 6 free throws in the fourth quarter to ice the game.
And that's it.
And congratulations to Northeastern on their big win.
Yep, great
over
game
Central
by both
York,
teams. Yep.
65-59.
Looks like the Bobcats get bragging rights here in the first meeting between these two teams, do. Great game. Thanks again for having me.
Oh, yeah, it was a great game. I said these guys came out and did what they were supposed to do. And, these teams will see each other again for sure. And I guess, if I had to make a pick, I guess it would be Nate Wilson as the player of the game with 17 points. And also, we like to bring up Karan Mallory. He did a great job for Northeastern. And also Hamilton.
I'm your humble guest, so I'm going to go with that. And I'll also cast my vote for Nate Wilson. And to your point, a bunch of other kids on that team had a great game, including Caden Hamilton and Karan Mallory.
And we'll wait a few seconds, fans. But we'll see. We don't want to take away from what the coach has to say to the player, but definitely our player of the game for tonight will be Nate Wilson. But it was by committee. It was the whole team. It was the whole team that did a great job. And but Nate Wilson will get our player of the game shirt. Sponsored by CR Property Group and also S3 Performance Training. And we'll just wait out for a few minutes and see what happens. If not, we'll take a few pictures and we'll post it later. But Nate Wilson is our player of the game.
Yeah, and thanks again for having me. Thanks again for everybody that was watching today. I saw some people with their headphones in here at the game.
Oh, yeah.
As well as folks throughout the country.
Yep. And like I said, we always get people to watch from all parts of Pennsylvania. I mean, outside of Pennsylvania, they watch, they email us, they hit us on the inbox, they comment on Sports Shooting Stars page. And also, we want to tell people that's watching the game, no matter where you're at, go to Sports Shooting Stars like page, Facebook like page. We have a couple more games on this year. We have a couple more Central games, York Suburban, Red Line, Gettysburg, and a few other teams as well this year. So really excited about that.
I am too, and I'm looking forward to Todd coming back and relieving me of my volunteer duties.
well, John, you're always welcome to come out, man, because you did a great job tonight for your first time being, going live and announcing the game and being a commentator. So, you're always welcome to come over. This program, Sports Shooting Stars, this is something that we want to keep in the community for years on years. For the little guys that's coming up, we want to put them on TV as well and give them some recognition. So this program's not going anywhere.
I appreciate that, and I look forward to continue being a sponsor for you guys.
I appreciate that as well, John.
Thanks again, dude. And
as we said, sports fans, we're just going to hang out for about a minute or two and see if we can get Nate Wilson to come on out and talk to us. We're a little short-handed tonight because we normally have somebody go down there to grab them up, but right now we got to do the commentating and things like that. So we're going to, again, hold out for a few minutes and see if we can get Nate Wilson to come up here and have a quick interview.
I was going to go down and get Nate. Are you going to go down there so you can get his picture and everything? Yeah, I have it on mute now. I'll go see if you can get him out.
Fans just tune in for a few more minutes. We're going to try to get a talk with Coach Eister and also our player of the game, Nate Wilson.
I gotta get into it real quick.
Come on. Hey, sports fans, we're back. We want to just give a shout out real quick to our player of the game, Nate Wilson, with 17 points. We just want to kind of give you, just talk to you a little bit about that game. And what was the game plan going into that game tonight?
Well, with Andrew Broadbeck out with an ankle injury, we decided that we just have to play our game, play fast, and take care of the ball. We knew if we took care of the ball that we'll be okay. We believe we're more athletic than them, and we could play as a team coming back off of Tuesday. So I'm very happy with how it went.
Yeah, that was a great bounce-back game because the last game was against Dallastown, correct?
Yeah.
And you guys lost that game, but you came back and played really well against Central York. We thought you did a great job, the whole team, the game plan of driving baseline and kicking the ball out to you guys. So who do you guys play next?
I'm pretty sure our next game is at Spring Grove on Tuesday. So come out.
All right. Hey, John, do you have any questions for Nate Wilson? This will be the second time that Nate's getting one of our Player of the Game shirts. He's a big-time player.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations on a great game and also on your scholarship to Ohio State for volleyball. And what are your guys' goals for this season? Have you guys talked about it with Coach Eister and yourself as a senior?
Our goal for the season is 100% win everything. We believe we still have the talent. We had one bad loss last Tuesday, but obviously we showed we can bounce back from anything. So we really want to win everything, counties, districts, and we really want to compete at a state title. I truly believe that we do have the team for that.
All right, we're not going to hold you up too long, Nate. We'd just like to give you the Player of the Game shirt. You know the routine, man. Just take a look at the camera. Our sponsor, CR Property Group, and also S3 Performance Training. And we want to tell the fans, thanks for tuning in. Check out Nate Wilson this year. Like I said, Division I, going to Ohio State, big-time volleyball player. So, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. And shout out to you, Nate. See you later, man.
Congrats, man. Have a great season. You bet.
All right, sports fans, we're signing out for tonight. John, come over here. We're going to sign out real quick for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out on Sports Shooting Stars, our like page. Check out S3 Performance Training online. Come to the gym over at Ballyhoo. And also CR Property Group, with Eric Brewer. So thanks a lot.